Hey guys, welcome back to the Plant Based Ninja channel. My name is Matthew. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Our relationship with food, what is it? Are we eating something because it's healthy, or are we eating something that's not healthy because we have been socialized into a death culture? Think about it. Death culture meaning the food that we think of as food isn't food. When you walk into a store, what do most people have in their grocery carts? They're going to have Coke. They're going to have chickens from the factory farm that has been filled full of sodium and growth hormones. And then you've got, is that really food? Is that an optimal food? Well, they think it is. They think it's going to be a healthy meat, which it's not any healthier than red meat. So, and then you got fish, and fish people think is healthy, but it's not because it's raised in ponds that are just disgusting and just full of horrible stuff. And then those things, and then you've got, oh my goodness, it's just crazy. You go into the processed food aisles, and I don't see anybody looking at ingredients labels anymore. I don't know. Maybe they are looking at them, but I don't think so. And it seems like nobody knows, or thinks about, and it's, thank God they put it on there, but, about the saturated fats or the processed saturated fats when it comes to highly processed foods. And then nobody looks and sees how much corn syrup is in something. They don't see that it's amazing how much corn syrup is in everything. High fructose corn syrup. You're talking about it in your drinks. You're talking about it in your barbecue sauce, in your ketchup, everywhere. It's almost like people have just become numb to how bad things are, and they don't recognize how many things are full of sugar, massive amounts of sugar. And those processed foods, though, they're eating that you think is food. And the only reason why you think it's food is because you've been highly sedated, and in your ability to be able to question what's healthy and not healthy in a way. Let me put it this way. Okay, so you've been socialized into a death culture. You've been socialized into a death culture where we think it is acceptable that everybody should die from, and think about it, in your family, you probably had heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, obesity, cancer, the list just goes on and on and on. All of these things happen, and it affects all of us, unfortunately. Somewhere in your life, you've known somebody, that has experienced this. So how do you break out from that? Well, if we recognize what's really food, if we recognize what's going to help us, what's going to propel us into being healthier tomorrow, then that's where we can recognize, okay, I need fruits. I need to eat a lot of fruit. I don't need to be eating all of these heavy carbs in the morning. I need something that the body can actually digest, can assimilate, and can eliminate. A lot of people are not eliminating. You might not be as well. How do you know if you're not eliminating? Well, if you're a gentleman and you look like you're 8 months pregnant, you're not eliminating. Okay, so and a lot of people do, and there is, because it's so socially acceptable. What we have is we have people refusing to change, or they don't take it serious enough to understand that is exactly where they're heading. There is no question. They are not going to die of old age. People used to die of old age, okay? People used to die of old age, and they'd be like, well, why do you die? Old age. Now they're going to die from their diet, and they're going to die a lot earlier. And last year, was it in the United States, the average lifespan went down 2 years? This means that it means a lot of things. A lot of things have been going on in the United States, right? But, as a matter of fact, around the world. But when you take a look at, if you take a look at your health life, okay, when you eat something, do you eat it because it's healthy? Or do you eat it because it's just fun and you have no thought for health? Or, and do you think there's balance? Do you think I can eat one unhealthy meal and then two healthy meals? Because that doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way at all. If you're going to eat healthy, you have to eat healthy 100% of the time. Or at least 98% of the time. What I mean by that is I know some people that are real strict, but when they go on vacation, they're going to eat what they want to. What I mean by that is that they might eat seafood, right? Not ideal, but come on. I mean, you got to live. So you're going to eat crab legs, shrimp, whatever, steak, shark steaks. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there to eat. When I say good stuff, I mean healthy. I mean, not healthy, but it's just different. But you're still not going to put that butter on it. No, sir. No. You're not going to put horrible stuff on it. And obviously, you're not eating healthy. But the balance being is that there's not balance on a daily life. There's not balance when it comes to weekly eating. The balance might be 1 week out of the year. I'm not saying you should only go on vacation for 1 week. But what I'm saying, though, is that your numbers are greatly affected when you're eating unhealthy stuff. Your beats per minute goes up. All your numbers change. And this has a short and long-term effect. But obviously, if you're real health conscious, you can turn it around within about a week or two after you were to compromise your health by eating bad. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is I want you to take some time to really think about what you think is healthy, what you think is food, and what you think is acceptable. And when I say acceptable, I mean when you replace 3 million cells between now and tomorrow, you're going to be a new person. Your health can turn around completely. Your health can turn around completely within a certain period of time. You can reverse disease. You can avoid disease. If you're obese, you don't have to be obese. If you're type 2 diabetic, you don't have to be type 2 diabetic. If you have high blood pressure, you don't have to have high blood pressure. If you have allergies and sinuses, you can get rid of those within 30 days usually. And it's all has to do with the food you eat. If you're in pain, if your joints hurt, I'm telling you guys, if you have arthritis, it doesn't matter what's ailing you. Food is the only thing. Well, there's herbs, there's sunlight, you need your vitamin D. I mean, there's other things, but it's going to come from nature. So I just want you to think about that, Yeah. And to be liberated from the death culture, the methodology of the liberation has to happen at the cellular level. So to free the mind to actually start seeing things the way they are, you have to feed the body with real food. To be liberated from the disease either you have or you're going to have. When you see 10,000 people die from type 2 diabetes daily, or a complication of type 2 diabetes, or if you see people losing feet, oh my gosh, or their mental capacities have slowed down, or their vision. Is food worth losing your vision or losing your foot or your leg? I don't think so. But are these people told that what they're eating is actually feeding the disease that's causing all these ailments? And I don't think so. I don't think they're being told the truth. I do know that food is a huge addiction because I had an addiction to food. But how do you break people from having the addiction to the food when you don't have places people can go to become, to be freed of their addiction? I don't know. The only way that it can happen that I'm aware of is that you have to do it yourself, and it is really, really hard. But when you see what's happening and you see the life expectancy going so far down, and if you decide one day and it clicks and you say, you know what, I want to, I always use this example, but I want to surf when I'm 100 years old. I don't want to be in some nursing home when I'm 80. See what I mean? There's a quality of life that you're missing there. I don't want to be on blood pressure medicine like everybody else I know. I don't want to have to go to the doctor and be like, well, what pill am I going to take now? I don't want that. Do you want that? Because what you put in your mouth pretty much 99% of the time dictates that. The choice is yours. I just want you to know you have a choice. 99% of the time. So when we start seeing food, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes, when we start seeing the real food, that's real food, guys. The other food is as such that will compromise the health so much that you're going to get the heart attacks, the strokes, the diabetes, the obesity, and the cancer. As I've stated, you look around you and it's affecting somebody. Okay? There is no absolute 100% that you're not going to get anything. There's about a 99% chance. Obviously, I'm not guaranteeing that you can avoid anything that's going to happen. Disease, health-wise. Obviously, you can go drive down the car and somebody can hit you in the car. Okay? That's not going to be because you ate something bad that somebody hit you in the car. You have to think rationally, So, I don't know. It's a quality of life thing, and it's to realize that you are a victim, you are addicted, you can change it. You can change your future health and your present health as of today. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I love everyone. And I want you to have at least the knowledge so that if you choose to, you can empower yourself to make that change so you can be the best version of you that you want to be. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. So there you go. I've talked a little bit. Peace. I hope y'all, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I hope you subscribe. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to share it with somebody, please do. Because our health life is a direct, 99% of the time, it is a direct reflection of our relationship with food and what we're putting in our mouths. And the entertainment of food isn't worth giving up your health. Food tastes really good once you're over the addiction. Food tastes a whole lot better because our mouths, our taste buds, our enjoyment of real food is hijacked when it comes to processed foods. And once you get rid of those processed foods, really healthy food tastes really, really good. I'm going to go have a smoothie. Peace.